Hi there, this is Luke Salway, CEO and Master Facilitator at Coachology. Another question that Coach Christy and I get asked a lot is, how can I coach someone with a big ego? And the short answer is, it's really difficult. So there's a couple of strategies that we'd like to share with you on how you can deal with someone with a high ego. Number one is choose your battles wisely. And what do I mean by that is not everyone can be coached, right? And especially sometimes those people with a very, very high ego. What do I mean by high ego? They know it all. They're not the problem. It's the 20 subordinates that have the attitude problem. It's not me. Things like that. Guess what? Sometimes a coaching conversation might not work with that kind of person. Why? Because coaching is a partnership. It's a co-creation to support the client to achieve the results. Now, if they've got a strong ego and they're not willing, then they're going to be over here. Then you're expected to go all the way over there. That's not going to work. That is not a co-creation. So therefore, that's not coaching. So in those instances, what you want to do is try a different leadership tool to basically get that person towards changing their behavior or doing whatever it is you're trying to resolve. So what does that mean, for example? Giving them some direct feedback, having a straight conversation with them, possible disciplinary action, and so on. So that's the first thing you need to consider. Are they coachable? Right? And if the answer is no, then walk away. Do something different. Use a different strategy. Remember, in your leadership toolbox, coaching is part of it. You can't coach everyone all of the time. So, and when you are having those coaching conversations, you want it to be a win. You want it to be a success. And someone with a very, very high ego or high level of resistance, it's going to be lose-lose. Yeah? Now, another quick strategy, number two, that you can use in a coaching context is, well, let me ask you, what is it about people with a high ego? What is it that's, unique about them? It's all about them, right? The universe revolves around them. So one strategy that you can use in a coaching conversation is make it all about them. In other words, you want to stroke their ego a little bit. Let me give you an example, a real life example. Let's say, for example, you have a senior executive, quite senior, a little bit older, very, very strong ego. And the organization is sponsoring you as the coach to come in and fix this executive with a very, very strong ego. So you do the chemistry session, you can kind of get along with the potential client, you agree the contract and the terms and conditions, boom, you go in there, you're the coach, and you've heard all of the stories about this person and how difficult they are. So you may start the conversation something like this. Bill, I appreciate that you don't really need the coaching and there's nothing really wrong, and that there are other things going on, and I can respect that. And the organization has paid for me to be here, and so I want to know what's important for you. Like, here's the brief I got from HR. I'm not even going to look at that now. You tell me what is important for you. What goals do you want to achieve in the next 3 to 6 months, and how can I add value to you? Because we're going to do this together. And they've already paid, so I'm not going away. So tell me, what is the most important and most interesting for you? Then they say what they say, right? And then you begin a very productive coaching conversation by focusing on what is most important to them. And then can you kind of support the organization to achieve the goal? Yes, that will come out if you are present and if you have the respect and you have the trust. I hope you enjoyed this coaching tip. See you next time.